Hello everyone, hopefully everyone can hear me okay and I'm coming through nice and clear. I've just double checked my settings, all good on my end. Hopefully everything's working for you guys. Hello and welcome to tonight's live stream. It wasn't meant to go last night, but issues abound, so it had to be delayed unfortunately, so sorry about that. But I put out the video for the world position offset, how you do rotate barrel axis, as a bit of compensation for you guys, so thank you for those who've been watching that. But we're back tonight with GameDev and Chill. If you haven't picked up one of these streams before, GameDev and Chill is a chance for me to experiment with stuff, and you get to see my experimentation and playing around with different things. And basically, it's time to chill out, not worry about too much. We'll cover some things, we may not cover others. We don't know. We're just experimenting, having fun. So hello, I do have chat open over here. So hello Stormer, hello Yazen Sound, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And Marcus Slot, hello, how you doing? So tonight I thought about what about trying to make a quiz show. I've done quiz-like stuff before in here, but I want to try and make like a quiz show type thing. So I'm going to experiment and see if I can try and make something like that. So I'm going to have a crack at this. So I'll need to make a new level. Quiz show. You know, we could make it eventually like multiplayer, and people could join in, and you can then I could put this on the marketplace, for example, and people just insert what questions they want into a data table, and it'll just work for them. So that's the idea, thinking about it. So I'm just gonna put in some stuff in here. So I'm putting these three things. So the benefit of doing these sort of game dev and chill things, where you get to see me experiment, is you get to see how I problem solve and how I approach problems. Like, I've got some idea when I go into it, but by and large, I'm kind of making up as I go along. But so you get to see that sort of process. And that's the whole reason why I do these live streams. So you get to see the ugly side of things as well. So yeah, I thought that'd be quite cool to do. So let's make a game show set here. So we'll do a cylinder, and the cylinder we're going to center it, and in fact we'll use the geometry thing here. 0, 0, 0, and then I'm going to change the Z here to be small, and this one to be quite large. Let's go a bit smaller though for that, I think. Oh no, we'll do 2000, and then I can duplicate that, make that 1000, 1500, yeah, change that to 100. Okay, there's my set. Put in some tables for like the contestants. So I'm on, by the way, baby duty, so if babies start crying I might have to go and deal with that first before I continue streaming, but we'll see. And then we have the host over here. Okay, cool. So let's set up a camera in here, and we'll put in a camera. I'm just going to turn the snap off a little bit. That'll do. Okay, so to possess that camera at the start of this level, on the blueprint here, for the level, I'm going to go on begin play, get a reference to that camera, and oh, go away. Get the player controller, and tell the player controller to set view target to this camera. So at the start, in theory, yeah, there you go. Cool. Lewis GV, how do I know so much about blueprints? Just playing with it, really. Just experimenting, trying new things out. That's all, really. Just keep playing around with stuff. Make the mistakes, learn from them, and just keep going with it. That's the best way forward, really, for it. Okay, so we're going to do like a sort of multiple choice style quiz. Now, the way some games do it, they do it as like physical objects inside the world. We could try and do that, or we could do it as a UI thing. And I'm feeling a bit adventurous, so let's try and do it with objects inside the world here. So I'm going to create a new blueprint actor class, and this would be answer choice. So I said I'm feeling a bit adventurous. We'll try and do a world-based one, 3D and everything. Cube. Oh. Just gonna, rather than model it, I'm just gonna use this to. Yeah, there we go. So the idea is that we have these sort of floating up in front of the screen for the player. If I pin this, sorry. Ooh. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can. So I can use that to position stuff correctly. I can tell that needs to be big already. So we'll again increase the size of this. Yeah. Right, so need to put these back a bit. Cool. So these would be sort of like hovering there for the player to see. So I'm gonna make a material to do the hovering part. Answer choice matte. So I know I can see chat going off in my peripherals. So let's have a look. Level designers. Don't see why not. Yeah, you'd be obviously you're better off knowing stuff because you know do stuff like manipulate material editor and things like that to do stuff you wanted to do. But yeah. A is asking, do you first make blueprint and translate to C++ or directly to C++? You don't do either. The way C++ and blueprints work together is that you have two sort of programmers in your studio. Typically, you have engine programmers or tool programmers, and then you have game programmers. The engine guys work in C++ and build you the blueprints that you need and tools you need and plugins you need, whereas the game designers will use the blueprints to make the stuff because it's quick and easy to get stuff going. Or prototype with it, but they're sort of one and the same. Once the engine will compile it to C++ when it compiles and packages it. Right, where was I going? So I need time. I need to multiply that, and then put that into a sine wave. Sine waves are that, and we multiply it to slow it down. Time, and then we sine wave to multiply that to increase its height, and then multiply that again by a b vector, and this is going to be 1 in the z, so it only affects the z axis, and then that goes into world position offset. And we're going to slow it down, so we do time. I think if the go, I can't remember. I think it's slower. It's lower, so 0.1 would be low. So it goes slow. And this one we have to make high, make how high it wants to go. So let's do 50. Apply that. then we'll do a colour. And we'll just give it white for now. What we're going to try and do is make it so it displays the text for the answer on the actual object itself, rather than using a widget, which I have done before, but I cannot remember how to do it. So I'm going to have to figure my way through that one again. Did it for signposts once, and I can't remember how I did it. Something to do with the canvas. I'm looking at canvases. But there you go, so they hover. So you've got a little bit of hovering there, maybe too much. Turn it down. Let's do that down to 15. And I'm going to randomize the time here a little bit. So we're going to add. And we're going to random. I think that works. Could be wrong. No, oh well. There you go. You got the idea. So you got a slight hover to it, or maybe even less hover. Let's just make it really subtle. You're just joining. I'm mucking about. I'm trying to figure out how to do a quiz show. It'll be a bit of fun. Chill out, make some stuff. Okay, so there's my answers. So for my answer, so let's just, for basics here, my variable here, I'm going to have answer text here. Answer text. And that'll be a string, I guess. Or text value. We'll do text value. Right. Let's see if I remember how to do this. It's something to do with the canvas. Oh, that's all I remember. So if I start there, that'd be a good spot to go. I'm going to turn off context sensitive. So this is how I figure things out. I know it's something to do with the canvas, so I'm going to turn off context sensitive and just look for canvas. So rendering. Begin draw canvas to render target. Might be it. I can't remember now. Let's have a look. So you've got canvas stuff, so all this stuff here. So draw text, that's what we want to do. So I'm going to click that. Target is canvas, so I need to make a canvas. So if I come off of there and turn on context sensitive, I might get some answers to begin draw canvas to render target. Ooh, okay. Turn to canvas object that can be used to draw to specific render target. Canvas has functions like draw material, size. Okay, texture render target. Okay, so I need to make a new render target. Okay. The render text we want to do is there, so we get an answer text and just put that in there. And I'm going to put default value here is default. Let's see if I can remember this nonsense. Okay. Okie dokie. Render fonts. Okay, default engine font's fine. Okay, I need a texture reference. So texture render target. Create canvas render target. Okay. So that come off there. That'll go there. Then that'll go there. Sure. Okay, so this is the size of the render target. So we create a canvas render target. Then we tell it to begin drawing to that render target. So everything that's connected to this is now going to draw to that. The draw text is going to go to that canvas that is on that render target. It's going to draw this text. And you've got a load of settings here about what the text is going to look like. The size, though, and context here, I'm not too sure about. Don't know. I don't know what this goes on. I'm going to try. Let's do begin play first of all. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to look up online and see if I can find what I used before to do this. fact, I wonder if I've got my old project I actually did it on. Let's have a look. That'll save a lot of time. Oh, where'd I put it? Don't look like I do. Okay, back to plan A. Just see if I can find what I used before to help me with this. Canvas, render, target. So last time I done this, I made it so you've done like signposts, and you can type in what you want on a signpost, and it'll just draw it onto it. Add event. Turn off context, maybe. That shouldn't matter to this though. Yeah, no. Oh, this is so annoying. I can't remember how I did it. Oh, right, okay. Right. So, right, okay. So this thing, I need a texture parameter 2D. There you go. Answer param. And that'll go to base color. Apply that. Then on the answer choice, when we're doing all this, I need to store this as a reference, this thing. I think. Right, parameter variable. Render target, call it, I don't know. If this doesn't work, we'll just use UI stuff until I figure this out. UI is a lot easier. Using the UMG, sorry. So render target is that. Okay. I'll do it as a sequence, so I can break it down a bit more. So then then 0, you can do the setting up. Then we're going to draw onto it rather. Then we're going to create dynamic material instance. Source material, answer choice mat, set param, it's a parameter value, and plug that into there, and the name of it is going to be answer param. If this works, I'll explain the logic behind all this. Okay, so it's coming out black. So I need to make it white. So Subtract this. Not the correct way of doing it, but it's a shortcut for just testing this out. I must be making sure I save this regularly because 25 version likes to crash on me every now and then. Actually, no text on it. Okay. What did I forget? So width 1024 by 1024. I'm gonna target size. Render color white. Oh wait, I want to be black. Render font, red screen position X and 0. I don't know. I really can't remember any of this. There was a resource I used online. I'm trying to find it. This one? Oh, I think I found what I used last time. Sorry. Okay. I'm close. That's not. Dynamic material instance. Right, let's just try doing that. So far, it's anything that's different. Hang on. Don't know. Compile, save. I see no text on it. One thing they did do was they did clear render target. Okay, clear render target 2D with white. Let's make sure I do this correctly and just get rid of that bit. Okay, so I'm accidentally subtracting what I want. Oh wait, I didn't set the material. Set. Okay, so I'm gonna get it from there. Set material. Oh wait, I have already set the material because I've done it manually. That's gonna change nothing. Yeah, nothing. think I do something with like the size. When I do this, it's these two things. I have to do something with this. Okay. Position. But I don't remember. You're welcome, Squirt. You're welcome, Patrick. So the logic so far is that on begin play it creates the canvas render target, which is 1024 by 2024, and we store reference to that and then clear it with white. Then we tell it to begin drawing to the render target, and we tell it to draw text onto the render target. We then tell it to create a dynamic instance, set the parameter to match the render target, which should have the text on it. And I've got text on this, yeah, default. And then it will set the material to the mesh. The logic to me makes sense, but not working for some reason. Screen position. We have to get the screen position of this thing. Let's try doing that. So if I get screen space position, that's point of event. Get position. Object world location to screen position. Let's try that. We'll get actor location. Not like that location. We'll get this thing's location. Be more precise there. And then we'll get the player controller. Let's see what that does. Let's try doing it in a window. Now, we may have to come back to this another time and just do it as an UMG. Set dynamic material to mesh. Yeah, we've done that. Create dynamic material, set it to static mesh. Oh wait, this. If that's it, I'm gonna... That's a good start. Thank you, X-Draco, for catching that. Right, well, we've got white now. There's no text. Let's turn off what I did here then. Does that do it? Right, we're one step closer. We've got white, but no text. Okay. Where am I located? I'm in Essex, in England. In my kitchen, more accurately. getting closer. It's this bit, I think. It's something to do with this. I'm messing up. Scale. I don't just start plugging things in. Scale there. Hang on, back to the internet, see if I can find the other resources I was using for this. Draw text. Okay. Just type in a value. 2020. That's what I'm seeing here. That's it. Oh, hang on. There's a function called update resource or something. Try that, see if that works. Nope, that's not worked. That's made it a lot worse. Maybe put that before. No, I don't think that's it. Hi Kian. Hi Callum. Yeah, Callum, that uses a default font for the engine. Match 3 game. Can try one day, yeah. Right, hang on. Make sure it's not drawing underneath. Remember last time I done this, it drew it like in the top corner. Quite small. Begin render the canvas. Boom. Right. Oh, this person's not even using this. Go straight from there to there. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to take just to not clear the render. Let's just do it with canvas and maybe clear render there. Right, let's see if it's hidden here anywhere. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm just going to disconnect this and just type in the value there. Hello there. To make sure that's not the issue. Oh. No. Okay, let's get rid of that. And let's go into draw texture. Target canvas. Width and height is going to be equal to. Move out of the way. If you're just joining us, we're just experimenting and playing around with, at the moment, render targets to make a quiz show. Like that. Ooh. Okay, what into draw? So if I say like draw, no, clay, we get the clay. But that text is still not showing, is it? Just rotate one of these to make sure I'm not being dumb. It's underneath it. No. So weird that the draw texture works, but not the like this bit works, but not this bit. I'm clearly missing something on this. The menu font definitely says if null, it'll use a default engine font. No, I should still render it, but no problem. Hello there, screen position. It must be this position I'm getting wrong. No, it shouldn't be doing it underneath. It'll draw it on top. Because it draws this, then this, so it'll draw on top. I mean, we'll make a font asset. Why not? Just in case. I've forgotten where it is. It's over here. Must have a font somewhere I can use. Right, let's use that font. Anyway. Ah! See it? There. Really small. Right, so. Hello there. Okay. We're getting there. So, what we need to do is do this in half. So, screen position we'll do as 512 by 512. And we'll put R's of text in. Plug that into there. Oh, where are you? Wait. Ticked all this on. Maybe I'll turn it off. Oh, there is default. And it is on there, default. So that works. It's just really small. So let's see if we can increase the size of that. So scale there, we'll do scale it by 10. Okay. Right, getting there. So what we got here is at the start, we don't need a sequence anymore. This actor is going to create a canvas render target and store it. We're then binding an event on it when it's updated. So every time this render target updates, which is going to be quite regularly, it's going to change and call this custom event, which is going to draw the texture we want, and then draw text, and then create the instance and add it to the object. And this update resource, I don't know what this does. I'm not too sure. I think it just forces this to update, causes this to occur. I think that's what it's doing. So we've got the text appearing, but it's like off center. So if there's a way we can center it a bit better. Now, if true, interpret screen page. Okay. So if that's the center, if I take that and then turn off this and make that 0, 0, that's telling me I don't know what's telling me. What's that telling me? Okay, center there. Screen position 512. Yeah, okay. And 512 here. Default, cool. Right, this guy can break a bit down. So the game show come up with the question in the top of the screen, and then it will show you these 4 options, and we'll be able to click on them to do something. Neat. So the text is going to be changing based on the question being answered. So let's just turn off the pin there. We'll sort out these and make them look a bit better in a minute. But okay, so let's do it. So the question. So I'm going to create a data table. Oh, I need to make the data structure first. So create data structure, question struct. And this is going to have text. Oh, we do question numbers. Question 1. Number, sorry. New value. Text. Question. And then we go answers. And answers, I'll make an array of text values. Then this one will have the correct answer, which will reference a particular index in that array. So integer, and that'll be just a normal integer, and that'll do. Obviously we can do like categories and things like that if you wanted to, but say this is just mucking about. So let's see what this does. Yeah, sure. Right. Oh. File. Save all. Okay, so this is our quiz answer, and our question actor is going to be from a data table. So we need to make a data table using our question struct. Okay, questions. Okay, add one. We'll just do a test one, which is the 4th month. Answers, put in multiple answers. So we can do April, which is the correct one, May, June, and July. Sure, why not? Correct answer is integer 0. Hit save. Okay, that's that done. And this is question number 1. So save that, and then you can always do another one. So here we'll do number 2. We didn't need to do number, did we? Bollocks, hang on. Let me just delete that. I'm just going to get rid of the number 1 because the row name is, we can use that instead. Oh, done that again. Right, question struct. Quiz questions. Okay, so question 1. Question: which is the 4th month? 1, 2, 3, 4. March, April, May, June. Answer answer is integer 1 because it's the second answer in the array. Save that and close that. So then on our game mode, let's make it game mode. Quiz game mode. And this thing, we're going to have an event graph, and we'll make a function in here. We'll do prepare question, and we'll make it get the data table. Row. And we've got quiz questions. Row name 1. You can choose which one you want there, but you can do random ones. So if you can do random, you get, if you do data table rows, get row names. Select quiz questions, and to randomize that array, get length. Oh no, sorry, not get length, it's just length. And do get a copy. And that integer you want to put in there, it's going to come from the length here. Random int in range. And it'll go from 0 to, not length, sorry, last index. Last index. Into max. Yeah. So that'll go in there and pick a random one from that data table. So we can add more questions to it without having to go in here and change things and make it work. So it's going to get the out row. And for that, we're going to get all actors of class. Get all actors of class. And we're going to get the answer choice ones. And we're going to do a for each loop. And the for each loop for this is going to get the actor and set the answer, was it answer choice I called it? Yeah, set answer text. And that's going to come from the out row here. Break. Get array index. Off. So that'll do that. So on the event graph and begin play, I'm going to tell it to run that prepare question. So let's see if those 4 things should now display different answers. No, bollocks. Oh, I haven't set the game mode up to use the game mode. So world settings, game mode. Where's game mode? Save. To save all actually. Play. Nope, bollocks. Quiz game mode. Begin play, prepare questions. So date quiz. Yeah, I want to do print strings in here. Let's have a look. Let's do print string. So if this comes out correct, then I know the problem is on the actual answer choice rendering. Yeah, so that comes out correct. So it's the rendering that's going wrong. So on here, may have to call the canvas render target update. Maybe do this. Call update resource. I think we have to call the update resource. Get render target update resource. Yeah, look, it works. It's a bit stretched because I scaled the boxes like the wrong way. You shouldn't scale them because it will stretch it. But look, you've got May, June, April, March. Okay. Excellent. Ah, Callum, there you go. You got it. Well done. Right. Now we're going to make it so you can click on them. So for that we need a player controller. So I'm going to make a new player controller. Quiz game controller. And on here we want to stop this. We want to tell it so we can click on things. So enable click events. Like so. Yep. So let's make it so we can actually click on these things. So we do click, act one clicked. Just to test that this works, we'll do a print string first of its answer text. Oh wait, I have to tell it to change the game mode. Controller and user controller. I'm doing it all wrong. Game mode, defaults, controller, just game controller. And here we're going to say input mode, gaming UI, self, and here we'll do set show mouse cursor be true. Right, let's try that again. Okay, that works, so we can click on them. Nice. But what if we done like something a bit cool to them and made them a bit physicsy? I don't know, could we do that? But that's asking a lot. I guess it does, Callum. Yeah, you could change some of the font size, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. If in doubt, just have a crack at it. So if I change that to 18, so it doubled the size. Let's see if it doubles the size of the answer points. Yes, the answer is yes. But what we would have to do is that we eventually then we'll have to calculate like wrapping text and things like that. Or scaling it to match the size of the answer. But yeah, anyway. There's the point now. So let's just do the question HUD and then we'll call it a night. But it's a good start for something that could be a thing later. We might do a series on how to do a quiz game thing. I'll do it proper with camera movements and things like that. This would be anchored to the top here. Turn that down. Do that. Get this. And then put some text in it. And the text we're going to do vertically align there. We'll put some padding on it. On the left here by 100. On the right by 100. And we'll rotate to auto wrap. Leave it like that, I guess. And I'll probably put wrap with a vertical box. I'll tell it to fill though. There you go. Vertical box here, because I just want to put in a text in there as well. Above it. It says question. And we increase the size of that a little bit. And I'm going to just change the transform ever so slightly. Overlap a little bit. Like so. Cool. Increase that a little bit. And we'll pad this out a little bit on the left here. Say by 50. Okie dokie. So this thing needs some text. So graph here, variables, question, text. That'll be text value. And we'll make a function in here. Prepare question. And a question we're gonna have an input. And we'll do question. And that'd be a text value, which we set to this. And then we tell the text in here to change. So it's variable question text. Q text we'll call it. Q text we'll drag out, do get, set text. Okay, so that's prepare question on the HUD. On the game mode, prepare question, once it's done that, on completed, we have to get the HUD. So on the event graph here, we're going to do create widget, and we have to do that after, before we prepare the questions. Choose the HUD, promote variable, HUD. Ooh. Add to viewport, and then prepare question. Okay, now we've got that reference on prepare question. When it's completed, I'll get the HUD out, and I can tell it to prepare question. And the question is here. Save. Play. Yeah, look. And then we'll be able to click on that, and we'll do a check to make sure it's correct. Yeah, we could do it. So yeah, you could use a destruction system. Yes, right, James. So we could make it so that when we click on it, if it's wrong or if it's correct, it destroys the blocks and they'll fall apart. Definitely could do that. Let's make it so that we can click on it and they are correct. If it's correct, it will do something. I know I'm running over time, but we'll have to make it quick because I've got work tomorrow morning. Action on clicked. Okay. So on this one, we want to make sure it is the correct one. How can we do that? Okay, what we'll do is we'll say if this equals this, we'll put a branch in. Very messy, I'm very aware of that. So if the integer of the for loop matches the integer of the correct answer loop. This isn't the best way of doing this because you can't guarantee the array will be built the same way every time. But for now, this should work. But if I do make a series of this, I'll fix lots of these little bugs and little niggling things so I don't do this problem. But nonetheless, we'll do this. So if it is true, we're going to tell this answer choice that it's correct one is correct. And on the game mode, we'll do is correct. Set. True. So then, oh wait, I didn't compile it. That's why. Compile. Okay. Then when we click on it, if this is true, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make get all actors of class answer choice for each, and we'll do set physics enabled. Then set simulate physics. Set simulate physics. True. Bit of fun. Do a radial force. 1000. I cut this up. And we'll tell this thing to also then impulse. So if we're correct, they'll go flying. Or not. Maybe you have to be a bit more powerful. I don't know. Don't know why that's not working. Oh wait, I've not told it to affect things. So, what type is this? Is a type of world dynamic. Okay, let's change that then. The custom. Change that to physics body. But by default, yeah, simulate physics is off. Yeah, good. So that should now affect it. Yeah, there you go. Works. So if you get it wrong, don't do nothing. Oh, why that work? So you see the placement of these change. So you can't guarantee. Well, it just changed. Never mind. There you go. It works. May, April, June, March. May, June. I don't know. I don't know which way it works out, but there would be a better way of doing it. What's my PC specs? I've got it's a laptop because I work in my kitchen and home, so I have to keep moving it around all the time. So I've got a laptop and it's MSI i7 RTX G 2070, I think it is. But anyway, I think we have to end it there because I do have to go work tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. And I say, if is this something that you guys would like to see as a full series? Like, would like me to continue developing more and make it a bit more robust and better? I can turn it into a full series if you want. If that's something you want to see, let us know. Be interested to see what you guys want to see. Other than that, what can you expect coming out soon? Patrons are getting more online stuff, more FPS RPG, more crafting and skills. Not crafting, skills, sorry. More little ones, LODs, going to cover level details. That's all coming this week. And on YouTube itself, you guys will get the continuation of crafting, more teleporters, and another episode in the Melee AI series. So check that out. coming out this week. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, don't forget, Wednesday is live stream for question time. So if you have any questions about Unreal Engine 4 or anything that you want to know solved or anything at all, come by live at 11 PM BST on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday I do a question time. Last Wednesday someone asked me how to make a hurricane, and we made a vortex hurricane thing. It was kind of cool. So watch out for the archive of that going out as well at some point soon. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, catch you all next time. Bye everyone.